This is the most fun I've had playing TEPPEN probably since I started. How's it going, YouTube? The new set is out. We're questing Dragons of War. So today we're going to be going over one new deck from each color, checking out the new mechanics. There's actually a lot more to explore than just these 4 decks because each color has like a little, they really have like 2 things going for it. So it's really exciting to play around with, and I did play with multiple versions of each deck, but just trying to show you guys what I think are some good decks you can definitely start off with, try out the new mechanics and stuff. So we're going through each deck, 4 decks, and then we'll talk a little bit at the end about some potential consequences on the meta, because I know a lot of you coming here for the channel, not just for the goofiness, but for the meta. So I'll do what I can to give my insights on what I think will be coming out on top. Also, I got my little questing hat on. We're going to be doing some questing throughout the video, so if you watch them all, I appreciate it, and let me know which one you like the best. Alright, our first deck for today is going to be a red. It's going to be Great Divine Intervention Amaterasu as the hero art. Utilizing the new quest mechanic, I really like this deck. You got a lot of quests when the enemy hero takes damage. So enemy hero takes damage, enemy hero takes damage, enemy hero takes damage. That's where a lot of them are coming from. But we're using Great Divine Intervention because the epic cards as well as Momo are when an enemy hero or enemy unit take 3 or more damage. And that's just like asking for Great Divine Intervention, right? It does 3 damage to all your opponent's units. You're basically kaboom, getting that max level. It's going to help you make those comebacks. It's going to make those comebacks. We've also got Faded Riders, just utilizing the level up stuff. Going on a quest. And we've got a few actions here. A few control stuff. Fist of the Wyvern, just cycling, Unveiling Ceremony. It's a solid removal option because we're playing very aggressively, keeping units on the field. It should have a high damage that we're able to take out our opponent's units with. And then we've got some activators. Sneak Attack, doing damage to the enemy hero, as well as Sakura. Now, for Sneak Attack, I want to talk about this one in particular first, just because when I was testing, I originally tested the give your unit with quest 1 level. That's what I started with. And I ended up switching it for Sneak Attack because all the things I'm trying to level in this deck are do damage to the opponent. So Sneak Attack also satisfies that. It's going to level up anything we want. It does cost 1 more MP, but it's also actually doing damage to the opponent. So we're getting a useful effect while also satisfying the same role that we want to just get a level up whenever we need it. So that's our red questing deck. Let's head into a match to see what we can do. Oh, a Shingu Hadouken. As you can see, we're A1 right now. We'll see if we can get the champion this video. That'd be pretty exciting. This seems pretty decent. I mean, we have activators. We got our dudes. This bomber having flight is massive for activating all our quests, just because it's hard to block and stuff. So I really like that. And also Luna is insane. Although very easy to play around, you can just take 6 damage and then she does nothing. So we do need to make sure we've got a setup, and then she'll just come down and just dominate the rest of the match. Hey, what are you doing there? So in this case, maybe we should go for boom, and then once we get that flight in, boom, all this damage is gonna start coming down, just like this. That ba 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 ba. And there's no immediate responses here, so I would like to try. You know what? Let's try to take out this Takeda Shingen if possible, because I don't want him leveling up. And there we go, boom. You see the Unveiling the Great Weapon coming in mega clutch there. 5 damage because there's 5 units on the field. Ooh! Ooh! And then our Luna is going to do 3 straight to the face of this guy. Oh, 3-3. Wait, because of Sumika's one doing damage to. That's how we go questing, baby. That's how we go questing. All right, we didn't really get a real match for that last game, so here's another one. Because you guys deserve real games. You guys deserve some real games, you know. And this deck's freaking fun. I think this deck is like really. It really epitomizes what I think of when I think like red aggro decks, because you just like start to really get going. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, Crystal Ball. What do we want to start with? Probably just start with Sumika. Sumika Garashi? Whoa, 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 whoa. Trying to get aggressive. Okay, I see you. And then I think what we can do here is we could just... He'll probably... Yeah, he plays that, but then we got this. Ooh. Then we got this. Uh-oh. Okay, he's going to use it immediately. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. But we can just go ahead. Immediate... Oh, wait, that's so smart! The rocket's gonna go through, and then it's gonna kill my dude, and the bomber's gonna activate because I took damage. Oh my gosh! That was so cool. That was so cool. Let's go ahead and boop that. Oh, he's gonna go. Wow, dude, this guy. All right, we gotta. Oh no! Wait, this deck is so cool. I should have thought of this and showed you guys. He's stealing my spotlight. He's stealing my spotlight. Oh my gosh, wait, that's so cool. Okay, let's go ahead. We're just gonna save up a little bit. We're gonna save up a little bit. We'll just get Luna. I think Luna is the play. Whew, that was so cool. I didn't even think about that. And let's do that. Just get damage going, get it in there. Oh, he's doing more. Okay, I'm just gonna Great Divine Intervention here, trying to save my unit. Also do damage to the Rathalos. Hopefully the Rathalos goes bottom, takes out the shield. There we go. There we go. And nice. We are protected. Let's boom. There we go. We can activate the last one there, and that should be enough. That should be enough. Activate our quest there. Nice. We're still killing the board, and then let's just play. We're just gonna try to be aggressive. We got to be aggressive here. Take advantage that he just played Rathalos. We just got rid of it. Oh my gosh, no! And we're getting close. I'm worried, man. I'm worried about this rocket launcher. Oh, he's okay. So he's finally built it up, and he's going for the big boy plays. There's nothing really we can do with our spells, so we're just gonna have to keep up the pressure. Keep up the pressure. I just need two more, and then we could just Sakura pop pop. Oh no, he's getting close. We might have to Momo here. Oh nice, it doesn't do damage, but that's gonna be a lot of damage there. I think we Momo to get him down to 2. Upgrade the HP. Oh my gosh, defense, the defense. The defense! Yes! Just in case he's gonna rocket launcher. I want the extra HP, you know what I'm saying? I want the extra HP. Oh! That was a cool deck. You guys should try that out. I might try that out later. Whew! Gotta hold on to my hat after those intense games with the Amaterasu. So now we're gonna be checking out Heart Tank X Quest. Going on a quest. This deck is pretty cool, very aggressive. You can build up a board quickly. We've got a lot of things here. Bunyan, we got Armor Bot. Of course, we got Rocky. You think I'm not gonna play Rocky in this deck? But one thing that's curiously missing is Valvole. And I was testing Valvole. I like him, but I think for how high costed he is, and needing additional activators, 2 HP gainers, it's just very tough. And so I wanted to play a streamlined deck. I did get this idea from someone I played, kind of like that rocket launcher deck. but basically you're utilizing a little bit of growth here actually with the Jamba, so you can get extra growth, and then you can actually utilize great swordsman Susanoo, who has a level up, and this combination of level ups, because quests are level ups, is just so cool, and I really like this. But basically we got a bunch of quests that gain HP, and then we're playing Guardian Sapling, which is going to give us HP to everybody. So even if you're board locked, you can just quest away. And then same with the Flying Orange Juice. Sorry, Flying Orange figure. And then it's just really nice. You also get the anti-air off of this, which is great because I think there's actually a lot of flying. And that's something I want to talk about later in like my kind of like meta thoughts. But really, there's a lot of flying, and the anti-air helps a lot. And of course, Rocky. If you heart tank Rocky, bam, that chicken is destroying anything. Unless it has a shield, but I think it's pretty cool. So let's get into some matches. Sometimes I feel like I talk too fast. Like, if I don't pay attention to trying to talk clearly and eloquently, I just go into like, and it gets crazy. I wasn't really paying attention to my hand, but it's pretty good. Pekko is insane. Because I don't have to tell you, it's insane. It's a 3/5. Well, actually, okay, sorry, it's a 3/5, which is not that insane, but a 3/5 for 3 that also levels up your other dudes. Count me in. Count me in. And Armorbot's actually pretty okay. Not my favorite. Also a 3/5 now that I think about it, but we're gonna buff it up a little bit more. And the art that you get with it is pretty fantastic as well. So there we go. Boom, we're doing that. And look at that. Just playing some stuff. Reduce all damage 5 or more. 5 or more, eh? 5 or more, eh? Oh wow, that Pierce is gonna be a roof. So okay, I see you. I see you. So we're just gonna go zoink, and that's just gonna grow everybody. It's gonna be quite fantastic. Boom, we got this, we got that. And then we can just what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Let's go for one of these. Heart tank, make it a big humongo boy. And that is pretty good, pretty good. And he's gonna let us get a Chargy boy off for free. So that is gonna give Crush 3 HP and instant attack. So we're gonna take out that Shimazu nice and cleanly there. And we'll see what this Denjin player's got in store for us, because I don't really know. I think Denjin's got some cool stuff, but I don't think you can play it as easily as you used to, because you lost Chain of Piss, you lost Agent's Memories, you lost Leon, which was the main win confirm. So I think you're gonna have to rely on Bit if you want that like final kill confirm. But against us in particular, we have some heals in here, so feeling pretty good about that. Ow. And how much? Four more damage to these guys, so this will protect them. We're basically just out healing the crap. 7s, dude. Sevens. I just want to cycle to some more units, so let's just do that. And there we go. We got the Jamba, so we can kind of combine some stuff here. That's gonna be 2 more, so I'm willing to just boom. We'll do that. And I'm willing to wait. We're doing pretty solid here. After that, we can go for a Pekko, which will just give us insane, like, it'll give us the growth, it'll give us some questing. It's just really everything we could ever hope for, which will be quite nice. And we're probably not going to lose too much in the process. Although it's double Denjin, so actually I changed my mind. Let's seal that. We just don't want to deal with it. And then if we get ourselves 8 MP, we could go for a chicken kill. Chicken Rocky. So we didn't really need to seal there, but I had to do it. And then we're just gonna get the instant attack right there for the game. You can't do nothing about that. You can't do nothing about that. The 13 HP. Rocky, the game winner chicken. Winner, chicken, winner. I'm not gonna eat Rocky after all that hard work he put in. Things are going pretty well in the day 1 decks this time around. We're going to purple now. We're going to use 0, fight against inner demons. I didn't want to use this hero art because I think there's, well, first of all, there's a lot of really interesting things in purple that I want to explore. But also fight against inner demons is just like pretty much unarguably the best purple hero art right now. However, all the quests in purple, all the cool new cards, they're doing gain a quest when you play an action, gain a quest when you add something to the EX pocket. And Fate Against Inner Demons, it just does both. It just activates stuff. It's cool. So we're also taking a book from the green deck that we just showed in this one, utilizing the level up stuff, which originally was meant for growth, but with the quests, with Fight Against Inner Demons, you could quest crazy. I've gotten like 20 level ups in a game. It's insane. So these level up cards are so freaking good too. We've got Stone and Sand, a 2 MP for negate a 5 cost. That's like everything. I can't deal with my hat right now. It's so fun to just grab. But this card just counters so much. Level up 5 needed, totally doable. Amago, this card's fantastic. There is a quest card, which when you quest by putting something into your EX pocket, it returns a 2 attack or less. Well, Amago just does it when you play it, so you don't need an activator for it. You just need to get up to that level up 5, which, like I just mentioned, it's not that hard, because this deck also cycles through its deck so efficiently. Man, this deck is just a blast to play, like all the decks. This whole set is so fun. I don't know what to say. It's the most fun I've had playing TEPPEN, probably since I started. I'm going on a quest. Don't mind if I do. It's time. The purple. The purple. So there you go. We got all the quest. The quest added the stuff. We have demonic intimidation, which I'm a little sad about because if it's Ouroboros, we're probably not gonna get that off that much. I'm also a little bit worried about the Amago getting cluttered in our hand as well, but we'll probably be fine. Beast is great because it gives you an action when you use action, so you can just bop 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 bop, which is great. So let's just play 2. We'll see how this goes. That is really obnoxious, so we are gonna have to play this, and then we're gonna reduce that attack down. Reduce, reuse, recycle. We'll see what he's got. We're gonna just damage it if we can, is what I want, because I want that extra. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. I think he knew. So we are actually in a interesting spot here, and that's because if he plays anything on a response, which I'm really trying to get him to do, we get a Dragon Whelp Boy, and we can just start resonating the crap out of this Orochi, which is exactly what I plan to do now. Okay. Bonk. Bonk. Okay, hopefully he doesn't have too much. Oh, he's got another one? Dang. Outplayed. Alright, there we go. And we're just going to be cruising for a little bit. Unfortunately, no other spells in sight that we can utilize. Ooh, here we go. he's going to destroy that. We can't negate, but we can bounce this one, giving ourselves another little doohickey. Getting off some level ups. We're at 4 now. He's going for another one. Crazy. Oh no, wait. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. We're going to do that. Now we're level up 5. Now we can start negating whatever we want. So that's going to be good. And I think we might just take damage from this guy up top as we build up some HP. And since he takes 2 every time we play an action, and we're going to be playing a lot of actions, let me tell you that. We're going to be playing a lot of actions, let me tell you that. I think we'll be alright. So when I get to 5, I'm gonna drop these 2 and then do this one, which gives us enough to use it if we need to use it, or just chill if we need to chill. So let's just do that. There we go. Getting a little bit of extra action going. And if we play the negate, it will just kill it. I don't know if I want to. We'll just do that. We'll just kill it. Probably should have played the negate so the other one would be cheaper. But I don't want to deal with. I want to keep the negate to protect my unit. You know what I mean? And that is. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh, this is the only one he has. Oh no, brother. Oh no. Yikes! But unfortunately, the Amagos are kind of clogging us up like we kind of expected them to. But we're sitting pretty here. Oh, he went for the ascend. Oh no, dude! Oh no! And let's just go for Amago because it blocks. You know, nothing too crazy. It just blocks. And I do not want to deal with another tube fox, okay? I'm not trying to deal with extra tube foxes, so we will go ahead and... I can take one of those, I think. Oh, shoot, I did send it back, but he couldn't block it, so we're good. We're good. Oh, my brain turned off there for a second. I was getting worried. All right, we finally have the last deck. Going on a quest. Nergigante Spike Launch. This had to happen. I love Spike Launch. I love the playstyle, and it holds true. I still enjoy it, and potentially my favorite deck. Although after playing this video, they're all freaking fun. So it's hard for me to choose a favorite. So here we go. We got some life gain because this deck is aggressive with its self harm. So we need selfish predation. We've got a decent amount of destruction, dreadful business, two underhanded. Goddess Dagger is a way to gain life, actually gain a lot of life. So not really actually used for the revive, but mostly for the life gain. Simoon also just 2 MP, 4 damage, pretty solid right there. And then just a lot of sacrificing and a lot of quests for when you sacrifice. And I think the key parts of this deck are going to be Eregion, which destroys 3 costs when it quests, and the Mikba, which destroys a 5 cost when you quest twice. So those ones are like the key, and it kind of makes it feel a little bit like how the old Despair decks used to play the Alfreds and then the Alexia Alfreds. These are kind of like the new versions, but you have to sacrifice a crap ton of life to get there. But yeah, let's go play. All right. This is actually our winning into champion. Can we do it against Despair Wayland, Perish, the Queen of TEPPEN? We got Dolphins. We got R1s. R1s are crazy. 2/7 gives a +2 HP when it dies. This is actually pretty solid. I think we can get the early lead with our Dolphins, and then just go to town. That's my plan, at least. So I think that's what we're gonna be able to do here, and should go pretty well. Now, mulliganing to destroys is probably also a really solid idea. Boom. Uh-oh, boys. So there is a destroy, which is nice. And he goes, Bob, Bob, destroys, destroys, destroys. Our middle is going to get destroyed. That is a 3 cost, though. So we could either wait until the bottom gets destroyed. We'll see if he blocks with the bottom block. Now, this one's a little tough. Now, I'm willing to wait for the bottom to block to die, because then we can go ahead and do this, take out the 4 cost thing, which is pretty solid if I do say so myself. We've got a flyer up there doing his flying thing. And then we got that one, which is just going to do solid against his legendary Morodumunto. Yeah, no thanks, brother. No thanks, brother. So he's going to give that a bunch of extra HP, which is kind of okay, kind of not okay. I'm kind of feeling like, oh, it's only, that's not that much HP. I was worried there for a second. You had me worried. So now we're going to lose the middle, but his thing's going to die, which is going to give us that. But then we're going to get this. So we're absolutely cruising now. And he goes for the despair, which is not going to be a great play because we have this action and response. He also gets the Akechi destroying one of his own units. And now Tipo is going to do 2 damage, 3 times to everything. On top of this 3 damage to everything, we got Spike Launch in case it doesn't clear like everything already. He shouldn't have done that. Well, I guess he doesn't really have a choice. But now we can Selfish Predation that one because we need to get some life back. And it's just looking bad for our opponent. Because, like, look, watch, boom. And then we still got that one. And we can just go ahead, level him up. When he plays something else, I'm just going to Spike Launch because he's got no choice. He's got no choice. We'll see if we get the God Splits. We will because I'm a god, right? Oh, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? Don't mess with the Split Master. You don't mess with the Split Master. So I hope you enjoyed the 4 decks we showed off. They're all super fun. Like I'm saying, this is the best. This is what TEPPEN should be like. Oh, I cannot wait to see what decks other people are coming up with. What decks come out on top of the meta. Because I think we got a lot to explore. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll take a look at some cards, talk about what decks I think will stick around, maybe get upgraded and whatnot. Now, red lost a lot because Denjin was probably the best red deck, I think. And Denjin lost a lot of things, like I mentioned earlier. Chain of Fists, Agents of Memories, Leons, all that stuff going down. But you still keep Bit, which could be a solid... Oh wait, maybe do you keep Bit? Ooh. I will stand corrected. We do not have Bit. So Denjin really lacks a finisher, in my opinion. But with all the new stuff, there are some pretty strong cards like Jolt and Flare, which do get some massive Denjin buffs. So you're going to be able to control the field really well, just as well as before, I think. You're just going to have to find a new way to take the wins. So if Denjin can find that new way to take wins with something like Yukimura maybe just relying on the good old Fate-Defying Ryu again, it could be possible. But you're probably going to have to play some heavy protection to protect your game winners against other things. You also have Luna. Like, imagine Luna with Denjin. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, 4 damage each time, 5 damage each time. And you've also got Mary, who's going to let you double Denjin. Denjin's a very cheap hero art, and I think Mary's going to excel with those cheap hero arts. So get the double Denjin, and then it's doing split damage 3 times for 2, except it's going to be 3, except it's going to be 4? That's a lot of damage. So I think Denjin could stick around, but I'm really excited to see what people will come up with Red. If that Red deck I showed is really the best way to play quests, are things going to come back like humans? Because you notice a lot of these guys are humans too. Nina, human. Shino, human. Sumika, human. Lots of humans. Human Red could make a comeback in a big way. And then you saw the Rocket Launcher deck I played. I didn't even think about that. That's pretty cool too. And that could activate a lot of quest cards. So Red has a lot of things going for it. I think humans will definitely make a comeback. I think Denjin needs to be tweaked a little bit. You're not going to rely so heavily on that like 1 win condition because you don't have them anymore other than Fate-Defying Ryu. So that's my thoughts on Red. Let's continue. Green. Green got a lot of interesting stuff. A lot of life gain. Life gain mechanic could potentially come back. There are games where the life gain decks, they can just snowball and you lose. It's crazy. So I think that could definitely happen. You obviously saw the growth quest combination, the level up style deck. I think that's very strong. I think when that gets optimized, it'll be even better. And one thing that I would like to see people play around with is the like green control. We got Valvole reducing things to 1/1. You got Frederica, who just deals them 5 damage after a while. You've got this thing, which is massive 13 damage after 7 seconds. Now, if you're playing against green, it sucks because they can just shield it, but against other colors, that's going to destroy something before it gets a line off. So I think green control, there might be something there, and it just needs to be explored a little bit more. But yeah, that's my thoughts for green. Nothing like super crazy. I think Celine turns into Luna, and I already talked about how insane Luna is, so that's definitely something. I got steamrolled by that earlier. But I think, personally, I think that with green, green is having a little bit of a rough season, except for being like a combo, like a part of the aggro deck. And with the aggro deck, didn't lose too much. So I think we'll still see red-green aggro around. I think that the level up fusion deck is very strong. I'd like to see that, see people optimize that. That's kind of what I'm thinking about for green. Nothing super crazy. Mostly going to be using the new stuff, I think. Purple. Okay, purple is crazy. I've got a lot more to test than what I showed you. This Birth of a Dragon card is phenomenal. It basically makes your opponent so scared to respond to anything you do as purple, as long as you've got the 2 MP and as long as you've got a slot open. Because if you get the Accession Whelp, which has Resonate, does 2 damage, you're just gonna be like pow, 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 like blasting things with damage, the flying. It's really annoying. So I would consider this card a 2 MP counter, which is just insane. So this card makes purple very scary to respond against, which I like. It also works in dual color decks, so you can see something there. And then obviously you saw my version of the quest deck. I think that these quest cards are so, I mean, I didn't even use this guy, who I think is insane. I think they've given a lot of support to like placed on field, so breakaways obviously thing. You could reuse quest effects to cycle through your deck quicker. You've got these on places like Nargatail, which are just going to be able to reuse, like Fatalis, that you're going to be able to reuse. So I think breakaway, they're doing stuff there with breakaway, and you've even got quests that's when cards added to your EX pocket that will trigger off of breakaway. So there's a lot going for breakaway. But you know what else there's a lot going for? My other one, true love, Temptation. You got Frost, 4 damage to a halted unit, and if it dies, you get an MP back, so it's free. They're really giving some love there. There's also the other one. Let's see, Blizzard. Oh my gosh, 9 damage to a halted unit, and if any of them die, you get 1 MP for each of them. So it could be 1 MP for a field wipe after a Temptation. Just like, what? So I gotta explore that later, because I do, you know, Temptation Control is one of the first decks I ever built, and I would like to bring it back. I like to try it out every once in a while, so I'm excited for that too. I think Nue is crazy if you get it going. Just the 1-3 victories, it's pretty crazy. So I think purple has some stuff going for it. Because it has so many different things that could open up, it's really hard to see. And you've also got slow purple, probably the one of, if not the best deck of the last format that's could use some of the quest stuff, because there's a lot of 3 costs in here. You could utilize some of this, bring it out with Morimoto, and then start questing, go through your deck quicker when you do the Setsuna. Like, there's a lot there's a lot that could happen here. Like, it's pretty exciting. So purple is so wide open. I guess my initial thoughts is I think the quest deck and an updated slow purple that utilizes quest is probably going to come out on top. But really, like, there's so much that purple has to explore. It's hard to say. And finally, we got black. Now you saw the Spike Launch deck. That deck's fantastic. I think that deck is easily going to climb its way up to one of the top decks. But what else did black really get? I mean, it's clear that they're trying to do something a little bit with Ouroboros potentially, but it really just isn't that good. Goddess Maria is great, but it's only great if you hard cast it and get the -6 field life, and then you're stuck with 5 MP while it's out there. You can't play it in a dual color Ouroboros, but I do think this card is pretty strong. And if you could replay it, not necessarily with like Ouroboros, because I wouldn't want to Ouroboros and then cramp my mana, but or my mirage particles. I wouldn't want to do that, but if you just hardcast it, get a field wipe and a humongo body, that's pretty solid. But there's really not that much else going on here for black other than the spike launch, sacrifice health kind of stuff. I think this card, people have been like, ooh, Despair, Wail, and Perish, and then you do the curse extraction, then you do the Despair, Wail, and Perish again, and then you do this one, and then your opponent just dies. But that seems kind of niche. I don't really like it. And you got like really weird cards like Victoroid, which just dies when it attacks, which feels really bad because it's at 4, so it's not even going to trade with a 2/5, or like it'll trade with a 2/5, but then like you don't have anything left, so you just do something better. And then you got really weird cards like Venom, which I don't really know if this is going to see play at all. And like this card's pretty nice, but waiting till you get lower than 10 life is probably too late, especially when you've got this one, which basically does the same thing even though it's random. This card's insane, by the way, so I think that black will figure it out. Raging Demon and Despair, Wail, and Perish are just solid hero arts that will find a way, but they might have to incorporate this sacrifice life thing, and it's really, I think, just going to be all variations of sacrifice life, if I'm being honest. Because I know we saw a Spirit Despair, Wail, and Perish, and I've been playing against that deck a few times as I was making these decks, and it just does not feel like it's strong enough against the quest decks, personally. So I think black is kind of in a weird situation, but they'll figure it out. They always do. Alright, that is it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, making it this far in the video. I really appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed the little questing skits. I thought they were pretty fun to make. And, oh, that's right. You might be like, oh man, it's so far in the video, Durian didn't show the QR codes. He didn't. How could he do this to us? I got you. Here's the QR code for the red deck. Try it out. If I have to rank them, second favorite. Oh, no. This is tied with Spike Launch for first and second favorite. Super fun. Green deck, Heart Tank, X, the Chicken Cannon deck. You saw it in action. You saw it in action. Here's a QR code for that. Quest 0. You got fairies. You got negating. You got bounces. The perfect fusion of level up and quest and growth. Well, really just level up and quest. The growth was in green. So hope you enjoy this one. QR code. Bam! And there you go. The last deck, of course, Spike Launch. QR code right there. Try all the decks out. I hope you enjoy them. I hope you enjoyed this video. You're probably subscribed if you made it this far, but if you aren't, just do it. And, as we always do here on the channel, keep on learning, having some fun with me here, what you're doing, channel. I don't know why I did that. And I'll see you around. Peace. And ooh, your deck quicker. Ugh.